so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call them. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Throwing is Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try to keep things clean for their linebackers. When they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the 27, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. The Browns had 5 and 8, 3 games under 500. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to put them up at a very good clip.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I would bring out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try to hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle, turn it to a bigger gain. Also, they'll start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson.
That is caught for Rashad Bateman.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Dobbins. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
On second and goal, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You guys have been very good about checking out man. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete in the throw to him?
Yes,
so they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 27, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the line one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Here's Jackson to return.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any rules with this group right now. This is a hunger group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throw again on second down. Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On second and 10, Jackson.
He gets this underneath the Dobbins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jackson on first down.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman.
29 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Watson off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Armour-Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting after it.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. And it's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try to gain that yardage back.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd and 9. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Watson now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the... So we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Watson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Watson on 1st down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, is try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put something around. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here, Chuck fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Round 7. Justin Tucker is a kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
his blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring him second and 11. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still held the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, here's Dobbins. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. First down throw, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point by York is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable for Grant. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now an option play on second down, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's the option going left on second down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
3 yards on the pickup there.